You seem cool. Jax, you seem cool. How you doing?
You seem cool. Well, you don't seem cool. You are cool. I already know you, but yay. What's
Oh, you
up?
are amazing. This is what I love about you. Okay, so I found you on TikTok. I found you a couple different ways, and then I found out it was you again and again. So your '90s kid song, I absolutely am obsessed. I'm not a '90s kid. I'm way older than that, but still, I'm like a kid at heart. So I guess
But you experienced the 90s like
I
the
did.
same
I
way we're
experienced the
all
'90s a little bit older, so I remember more of it. I like that's what I like to
way
say.
more than me. I was like, I'm 96, so I like barely make the
Oh,
cutoff. So yeah.
yeah, you're towing the line. Yeah, that's like saying I'm a '70s kid.
Yeah,
It's like,
exactly.
so congratulations on all your wild success. It's great. You've had a such an interesting road to get where you are, and it all just started with me enjoying your, I would say, comedy as much as your talent. You're very talented, but I think you do a very good job of making music accessible and funny and entertaining in a different way. So very
I'm
much
like
kudos to
mind
you.
blown that you find me funny because that is so awesome to me. And I'm so glad that we were able to connect on this matrix of an app called
I know,
TikTok.
it's crazy, right? It's amazing how it just took the world by storm. It's fun because it's such a community. So
Yeah,
I
true.
want to talk to you about a couple things.
Cool. Hit me.
Andy Grammer.
Yeah.
So I don't want you to think that you're better
Man.
friends with Andy than I am because Andy's mine. But
Okay, fine. Fine.
You still got a friend in me.
Woody, I'm 33.
Is this because your wife thinks it's weird that you play with dolls after all these years?
Woody, come on, I gave you to my daughter.
She doesn't know her father like I know her father.
I don't know. You have to ask Andy. Should we just
I
pull
know.
him in right
You know
now?
what? I'm gonna have to get on Andy. I'm gonna actually. You know what? In this, I'm gonna text Andy who he likes better, and I'll put up right now. In this, I will put up and see who he says. So we'll get an honest
It's
answer from Andy.
going to be Jax. I'm telling you right now. He
I don't
loves me
disagree.
so much.
You're way cooler than me, and you actually know anything about music. So, how did you meet Andy?
Through TikTok, pretty much. I mean,
Right.
our paths have crossed like way back when, but TikTok really brings everyone together.
I
It's
love Andy's interactions on TikTok. Like he's
me
one of the
too.
guys that I think he inspired me to like be reaching out to people and commenting and duetting and doing all that stuff. I think he has such a great relationship with people on TikTok. He's
Yeah,
such a cool
no,
dude.
I agree. It's I like looked at Andy's tick before my TikTok started going. I was definitely following Andy's and just like the facial expressions. He's so extra and so himself
Yeah.
that like even vocally, he's not afraid to just
Yeah,
like
you know
and
why.
just go for it, which I love. That's
And a
pretty much
handsome son of a
TikTok.
gun on top of that. Handsome
Yeah,
son of a gun.
the best looking I've
Easy
ever
on the
seen.
eyes, that Andy
He's got
Grammer.
to be one of the America's top models on TikTok. So
That's right. For sure. For
voted
sure.
most handsome on TikTok for sure.
Absolutely. So you've actually been able to TikTok has helped you connect with a lot of people too. And I know I'd seen your Natasha Bedingfield one, who is an idol of yours, which you had said.
I'm staring at the blank pages before me. This writer's block is crazy. I wish someone would help me.
Feel the rain on your skin. Who cares about what's on your For You? You don't have to try and be no one else, not Addison or Charlie.
Okay, but what about the haters?
Just be yourself and get creative. Today is where your book begins. The rest is still unwritten. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which had to be a pretty cool experience as well, right?
It was nuts. I mean, I'm blessed enough to be in her presence in the studio writing music with her. We were writing for her record. And then at a certain point that day, I was like, so are you on TikTok? And she's like, not really, but why? And I'm like, well, I'm on TikTok and I really like it. If you can maybe be in a video, pretty please, I'll owe you my life. And she did it, which was freaking awesome. And now I'm kind of like back and forth with Natasha constantly about how to make TikTok. So I've served as like the Gen Z millennial kid in her life that walks her through it, which is
Nice.
so funny. But she's like, whoa, like I'm in the studio a lot and I never have those. Rarely do I have the moments where like someone will be singing in the vocal booth and then the hairs on your arms stand up and the room goes silent. And like, whoa.
That's fantastic. Yeah.
Crazy.
It's great when you feel like you're in the presence of what you consider greatness. It's really cool. That's really
you
cool.
are with her for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. I had a similar thing with comedy. I got lucky. We had played Radio City Music Hall, so I knew the security guards that were there. And I went to an event. That's going to be important. That's not just.
Yeah.
I was like, if you need to get into Radio City, come talk to me. So I went to a screening and Q&A of Blazing Saddles with Mel Brooks, who is my idol beyond idol. And
Whoa.
as they're walking Mel off the stage, they're going into this like family, like this meet and greet thing where his family's like hanging around, and the head of security comes over and he's like, "Hey, Joe." And I'm like, "Hey." He's like, and I had talked to him the week before. I'm like, "Hey, how you doing?" He's like, "Good." He's like, "You gonna stick around?" And I was like, he goes, "You gonna stick around and meet Mel?" I said, "Yeah." And he goes, "Okay."
Sure, yeah.
And I was like, "What?" And I got to meet Mel Brooks, and I was literally just jaw dropped, and just know you're in the presence of greatness, somebody that easily molded you. And I was like,
those moments actually make me super nervous too, because it's like you build these people up in your head and they're just normal people.
Right.
Like there have been times at like back at the Garden where I'm like this close to Billy Joel, but I'm just such a like crazy psycho fangirl that I was like, don't ruin it. Like, don't say anything to him. Just whatever you pictured as Billy Joel in your mind, this like constant, always on rock star thing. Like, let's just keep that the way it is. And you don't have to say hi or introduce yourself. It's fine. He could just look at you, not blinking, looking at him,
staring at him like you're at the zoo, just being like,
you're like, who is this?
I wonder what he does next.
Brought her. Yeah, exactly. She okay?
That's funny. Well, take me through my favorite, one of my favorite songs, 90s Kids. Tell me how that came about.
You know, between you and me, I wrote it when I was 19 back in under like a bridge in Brooklyn with a friend. And really what happened was when I started TikToking or throughout quarantine, when there was nowhere else to go or nothing else to do, I posted that song, just me like rocking out to it, lip syncing to it. And it got like 2 million views just randomly. And I was like, oh God, I can't just, people like, put it out. And so I put it out and kind of like re-recorded it and dropped it. So it was always, I always really wanted to write a 90s anthem that you could just kind of scream to. Yeah. That's fun to sing live. I remember performing it at the bitter end and everybody was just like doing shots, yelling out for the 90s. That's and it was great. Just, so I wanted some of those references in there. I needed a Rachel and Ross reference. I threw in a Tamagotchi reference. I recently got, I got to show you. Hold on.
Go ahead, show me. I'm here. I'll talk some amongst myself. So, hey, how's everybody doing? You seem cool. Oh, you got a Tamagotchi.
I recently got my old Tamagotchis back from my parents, and I had just this gnarly collection. There's about 4 more.
That's
put a battery in it, and it was like triggering. I put a battery in, and all of a sudden this thing was pooping. It's gonna die.
I gotta take care of it.
That little beeping noise when you know something's wrong, like it pooped or it's hungry. It was just like everying. So
it just started falling apart on you. You're like, I gotta fix this thing.
You're like, guys, I'm taking off today.
Are you going to come in to record, Jax? You know, we have Natasha Bedingfield's here. She wants to. I can't. My Tamagotchi's acting up, guys. I'm going to need to take a day.
You don't understand. I didn't clean the poop for a whole night. Natasha can wait. You're the worst
mom. So you did live performance a lot too. Like, what was some of your? Because it's a little different to do like your TikTok and know that people are seeing you perform live, right? Like, cause you're doing it where you are right now is most where your TikToks happen actually.
So
right.
Different. Yeah.
And you've also been in front of crowds. So the difference is for me, like I've done, you do your TikToks is the comment section. So you could get immediate feedback from people that view your stuff versus the live where you just hear either a lot of clapping or a lot of booing.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Do you prefer one medium to the other? Do you?
Well, that's hard to say because obviously TikTok is incredible. It's just given me this like it's given me a bigger stage than any stage I've actually ever physically been on. But where I feel most at home and where I feel like I'm thriving and in my element is definitely in front of a crowd. And I actually tell people I actually feel way less awkward on stage than I do like right now or just one-on-one. It's like I prefer 20,000 people over 5 people. I'm way more nervous on stage over 5 people than I am with 20.
So where are you from originally?
So originally it went Brooklyn, Long Island, and then Jersey. So I got the whole circle of Impractical Jokers.
Nice.
Which is, yeah, I mean, my family's in Jersey now, but my dad was a firefighter back in Brooklyn. I wear his gear all the time.
That's nice.
And he gets me all these like cool uniform things.
Yeah.
People are like, oh my God, like, thank you so much for your service. I'm like,
You mean
what?
wearing my dad's stuff? I'm happy to do it.
Yeah, like, no, stolen valor. Yeah, no, that, and my mom's still teaching in Brooklyn now, but now I'm based in LA, so they call me a traitor. I still haven't found a good slice of pizza out here.
You're not going to find it.
No, no matter how hard I try. It's so funny, like growing up when we used to watch the show, my little brother would sit in the living room and because you're always at like Menlo Park and you're always at places in Manhattan and
all the malls and stuff.
Everywhere we used to rehearse like what we would do if one of you guys had come up to us. And like we used to practice our initial reaction, so we pretend that we had no idea who you were, just to have the whole Impractical Jokers experience when we were at Menlo Mall in Jersey. So
it's so funny because people think that all the time, but then when you get in front of us, like people just turn into robots. They forget how to act. Like we'll walk in and we'll see somebody walk in, and then you get the moment of recognition. They'll be like, and they'll be like, one cheeseburger, please. Like they don't even know how to talk.
You're like, hey, mustache, and they're like,
and they're like, and then so it's great. So what's going on with the with record deals and wheeling and dealing? How's that going?
It's crazy. It is crazy. I signed with Atlantic Records top of the year. I know. My family flew out here. My dad made the sauce. Everybody came out to celebrate. And it's been awesome. This label in particular, I've always looked up to them too. I've always wanted to deal with Atlantic because they're known for really caring about like the development and of the artist and the long grow, instead of just the quick, like, let's make money, let's throw things out there. Not that all labels are like that either. It's just Atlantic is known for really taking the time and the care when it comes to the art and who you want to be. So
that's fantastic. And that's important,
really
especially
cool
when you collaborate with people, you know, because as artists, as creatives, you need somebody who's got your back when it comes to your vision. Who's going to keep you true. That's great. Congratulations. It's well deserved. You're fantastic.
Thank you. Thank you.
And if you need any cameos in a music video or whatnot,
don't even just say that like that, because we will be blowing you up. Don't worry.
You know, we were actually, funny story, we're friends with the Imagine Dragons.
Yeah.
And they had they were doing a video for a little song called Radioactive. And it was, they asked us to be in the music video. So we were going to go up after rap we were shooting in Manhattan, and we were all going to drive up to this little barn that they had in upstate New York. And a little thing happened called Hurricane Sandy here in New York. So we shut down production and literally got hit by a hurricane, and we got replaced in that video by like we were supposed to be the people that were like yelling at the puppets and whatnot. So you
got replaced because
they were filming for 3 days and we couldn't get up there because the Sandy happened. You know, the whole place, all of New York lost. It was the worst hurricane in here in New York. All of New York lost its power. We couldn't get anywhere, and we had to miss out on it. And it's like, we're always like, and they always make fun of us, like, you guys stood us up. I was like, we didn't stand you up. That was a force majeure. Like it was
a literal hurricane. It's like, oh my God, that's
it was crazy. I know that's like, there's always that thing. I was like, I was almost huge. And then that's why we always make fun of us that we opened for them, like me and Sal. Because I was like, I shared the stage with Imagination Dragons. I say that to them all the time.
If I could be of any help, I will 100% have you or any of the guys in a video. I should totally do that once.
Well, I was right, Jax. You seem cool, so I'm glad that you're as cool as I thought you were.
Oh my God, Joe, you don't even understand. My brother's going to freak out when he sees this. Everybody's going to lose it. I really appreciate it. This is my favorite interview I've done all year and then some. So I appreciate you. Hopefully I'll see you soon. I'm back in New York.
Yes, I will for sure see you. And I'll for sure will see you when you get by, when you come here. And then we'll iron out the details of, the cameo of me in your next music video.
Oh my God, stop. I am sweating right now.
It's your dad's shirt. Take it off.
It's actually pretty heavy. Yeah, it's a pretty heavy jacket.